Damn, chill, you got another one?
What's poppin'? You already know the deal. You are now rockin' with no chill for real. We about to get ill. What did you expect for me to bow down, get soft and talk politically correct? They consider me a threat, especially if they goofy, cause I clown guys, no lies, I just do it truthfully. It's on the house like Snoopy, it's free in other words. I'm a nightmare to these super squares and nerds. I barbecue 'em with words when I'm through commentating. One thing you'll never see me ever do is hating, lying, exaggerating, or fabricating for views. If you not built for the street like a pair of shoes, as square as a Rubik's Cube, stop it and leave the field, or wind up a topic on no chill for real. You square as a Rubik's Cube, stop it and leave the field, or wind up a topic on no chill for real. All gas, no brakes. Gotta keep the pressure on these cowards and these snakes. Honor over money, gotta do what it takes. Gotta keep the pressure on these cowards and these snakes.
Gotta stay going in.
All gas, no brakes. Gotta keep the pressure on these cowards and these snakes. Honor over money, gotta do what it takes. Gotta keep the pressure on these cowards and these snakes. Say what's poppin'? You are now rocking with no chill for real. I'm not your doctor and I don't care how you feel. Every time I drop a video on this channel, a no chill for real video, some people be like, oh man, damn, did you change the intro and so on and so forth? No, I did not change the intro. That intro was actually an intro for my other channel. It's called No Chill for Real. On that channel, I'm going to be talking about things unrelated to prison. Actually, this is the first episode of a segment on No Chill for Real that I call Beef in These YouTube Streets. And so I'm going to be talking about a video today, man, where it seems like in the middle of a podcast, J Hood and Spoety Face happened to get into it, and a situation got real active and turned up. They left the podcast and stepped outside to go get it in, man. So like I said, once again, if you are not subscribed to my channel, No Chill for Real, go check it out. We're going to be doing a lot of things unrelated to prison. I'm going to leave a link in the description, man. And without further ado, let's get into it.
My dad from over there.
From 2P's? Oh, he from, like Unc?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah,
He said that his dad is like a whack disciple.
P. We don't know what was going on. And that's A-Track Gangsta business.
Before that's about it.
They dropped the charges?
They dropped, yeah, because it was no accident.
This is regular. We do
You
this
never
all
been
the time.
nobody who caught a murder charge?
Wasn't your daddy?
You never known somebody who caught a murder charge before? For us, this is regular. We do
You
this
never
all the
been
time.
nobody who caught a murder charge?
Wasn't your daddy in jail?
18, so this is kind of
What
new to
that
him.
mean? 18 when I was...
So now let me stop and say this real quick. I don't watch this on a regular, right? So I saw the young little dude over here in the hat, and I've seen him on like a week or two ago, and I didn't know if he was just on for that particular time or he was a a new addition. And then I seen J Hood on here maybe about 4 or 5 days ago, and the same for J Hood. I didn't know if J Hood was just a guest on that particular day or if he was a new addition. So it looks like he's a new addition.
I ain't gonna lie.
Everybody in the county
Boy, he
jail was
wasn't
involved in the murder.
reckless like you.
I know one person, like he shot his brother in the head on accident, and then they dropped the charges. That's about it.
They dropped the charges?
They dropped, yeah, because it was no accident.
If you get off on self-defense, it don't count.
Yeah.
You didn't go hard enough.
That's all I know for real.
Little accident murder.
Nah, but what was wild to me is how everybody was reporting on the others. Remember the others? Before they confirmed what happened.
The wrong charges.
The wrong charges. Taco stand.
All right, this is how I feel about that. That's A-Track Gangsta business.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like nobody should have been reporting that because people saying it's a DP, that make it premeditated. That make it first degree murder. If you talk about it's first degree, if you saying it's DP, that mean it happened. That mean it was orchestrated and people was talking about it before it happened. That's like telling. Everybody saying it was a DP, was a DP. It wasn't no DP. We don't know what was going on. And that's A-Track Gangsta business. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah.
He's from...
Now that's crazy, right? Because just the other day when I seen J Hood on the podcast, and I believe it was Adam was saying something about we need to talk about why Aunt Hefe is not here because he was DPing somebody, and then J Hood immediately blurted out, "Oh yeah, the boy was basically a chomo," and so then he reiterated again, if I'm not mistaken, J Hood reiterated again saying that the boy was a chomo. They was DPing the boy because he was a chomo, right? So I mean, we just gonna keep it 100 over here, right? This is my no chill for real, man. that's jumping in the H-Ray business right then and there, right? And then also, Adam goes on to say, well, man, well, you know, something along the lines of, we shouldn't quite put that out there because some people are saying that it might be a mix-up in the name, right? And so I've done a little research on the information, and it definitely appears that it is two individuals with similar names, but that's not the individual who had the bad charges, right? The person who is the victim in the Ann Hefe case, right? And so to keep it 100, man, I was definitely extremely disappointed in J Hood's activity because by him being an individual who has a street background and a prison background, he should have never jumped up out the window and put that information on that man without knowing 100% sure if the dude did have unsavory, despicable charges, right? And so, you know, I just expected a lot more from J Hood. We just keeping it real on some man type stuff, you know what I'm saying? You cannot label a person a chomo on some information that you just repeating from somebody else. Anytime you're going to put something out there that could get a person hurt and or extremely hurt in prison and on the streets, you shouldn't be repeating that information if you don't know it's 100% facts, right? And I may break down that information for you guys tomorrow on my channel, No Chill For Real. But yeah, it was definitely you know, disappointing to see J Hood, who I feel due to his background, he should have known better. But now suddenly he's changed his tune 100%. So I'm wondering, why did this dude all of a sudden, you know, do a complete 180 and change his tune? So to me, I feel like obviously somebody must have said something to him about it or something.
Koima.
Yeah, you put
No,
Where's Lancaster?
no, he's not.
Palmdale. My dad.
From Lancaster, right?
I'm
from
from
the 661.
Yeah.
From AV.
Yeah.
Would you went to P Night?
I went to Highland.
You went to Highland? I know some
Highland.
niggas who went to P Night. Shout out to my 661.
Yeah. Bro. My
Yeah.
dad from over there.
From 2P's? Or he from like Unc?
Yeah.
Like Whack?
Yeah,
He said that his dad is like a whack disciple.
Whack my uncle.
And we got two whack lovers on here and a lush.
You did
I
say
love
your-
Whack.
your-
I love Whack.
your
And
pops a whack lover.
yep, we all Whack lovers. That's my uncle.
yeah,
That's
all-
family. That's family. Dead homies. I'm team Whack. Dead homies. Whatever issue with Whack got an issue with me. Dead homies.
Issue with Cuz. I don't fuck with Cuz at all.
Yeah, but y'all got like studio beef. Y'all ain't got no real beef, bro. That ain't real. In the streets, y'all ain't trying to hurt each other.
Man, tell him that.
Yeah, y'all ain't trying to hurt each other, bro. Cause I'm here. Dead homies, like I'm rocking with Whack. Dead homies.
Okay,
That's my family. Like I can see. That's like you meet this nigga from 40s, cuz. This deeper than rap, nigga. This family. Dead homie.
Well, nigga said what he said, bro.
I don't know what he said. I don't even be following that internet shit. I just know that's my family.
No, I'm
Dead
talking
homie.
about I said what I said.
What you say?
Spoety hates whack so much that he be putting fake news on
What
him,
you
calling
say?
him gay and
I definitely don't put nothing fake about
you
it.
call him gay.
You can't call one
with
nigga
no
gay and
evidence.
not call everybody gay. You can't call one nigga gay and not call everybody gay.
What that be?
Man, you know what's going on. You can't call one nigga gay if you're not talking about the gay niggas in your community, bro.
Who gay in your nigga community?
You know what's going on, fool.
I really don't.
I don't.
You know
I'm
niggas.
not about to go back and forth on
I'm not going to back and forth either.
Yeah, me neither.
Dead homie, what that supposed to mean?
Bro, what like you see like you got an agenda. Like what?
We can squabble.
You said what?
We can squabble.
Nah,
That's easy
come
call,
on.
bro.
we go around the
Let's
corner.
just pod, man.
We go around the corner.
Call, bro.
Or we go around the corner. We men.
That's easy call.
All right, ain't nothing else to talk about.
Stop talking about
All right,
it.
yeah. I'm done talking about it, bro. We gonna squabble after the bro. It's cool.
This escalated quickly.
No, it ain't escalating. This regular program, fool. We ain't.
That's nigga. That's PC.
No, that ain't.
shit, nigga.
That's what, nigga. How me calling you for a fake PC?
Nah, we could have did that on it. You online doing all that.
I'm not online, bro. It just brung. This is a conversation that brung up.
Nah, it seemed you should have.
Bro, come on, call me a PC again. We can squabble right now, bro.
Bro, we gonna phone crib.
All right, come on, let's go.
Bro, this is
Now look right there. Okay, so J Hood said basically call me a PC again and we can squabble right now. So of course, you know, he doesn't want to be disrespected as a PC. But back to my earlier commentary, he disrespected the other man who is a victim in Ann Hefe's case by saying that dude was something that's not confirmed, that it's not confirmed, right? And like I said, I looked up, you have another individual with a similar name but with a different spelling, and I think that's who that individual is, because the individual has a horrific case in California. So I believe that's who people are confusing that dude to be. But now check this out, right? Um, J Hood saying that he's team whack his family, and that's all fine and dandy, right? But at this point, man, I just, more disappointment in J Hood because I seen J Hood, when he was locked up, talking about he was fit to get out and be on some positive stuff and so on and so forth, right? And so you got to be on man time, J Hood. I can understand if you and Wack are from the same hood and somebody is disrespecting your hood and you want to get into it about that, but this is not that, even though it shouldn't be that anyway, because you said you was coming home on basically on man time. You was leaving the gangs alone, right? So basically what J Hood is demonstrating right now is blind loyalty, right? At this stage and at this day and age in the game, I'm not fighting for another grown man, period, right? Now, okay, let's just say me and Wack is related, right? I'm not fighting for Wack, especially an individual like Wack. And here's why. You have to evaluate the situation objectively, right? And you have to say, okay, if Wack is my uncle, I'm going to say, yeah, he's my uncle, but he also disrespects a lot of individuals. He creates a lot of inflammatory stuff, right? So if I'm with him and somebody jump him, oh yeah, it's on and cracking, that's my uncle. I'm defending him. I'm riding with him. But as far as a one-on-one fade, I'm gonna sit back and let him fight like a man, and especially if I'm on a podcast and somebody is talking about him and this and that, I'm not supposed to have no unblind loyalty looking to fight no individual behind words, especially when it's an individual like Wack who is extremely confrontational. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, once again, going to J Hood's prison background and his street background, right? It's a certain line that men do not cross, right? And if J Hood has a laced up prison background, you definitely know that, man. Everybody that you ride with, everybody that you roll with, everybody that you rock with is expected to have a certain a standard of conduct. You know what I'm saying? We not fit to just go over here and get into no wreck behind no homie because the homie is gambling. He can't pay. He loses. He can't pay. He ain't got the money. Then on top of that, when they ask him to pay, he tell everybody, fuck you, I'm not paying. You know what I'm saying? Two wrongs don't make a right, man. And so at this stage in the game, having blind loyalty to anybody, especially an individual like Wack, it's not gonna end well, man. And so, I'm definitely disappointed in J Hood's conduct, right? Now, when I seen him earlier and I didn't know if he was a guest or he was an actual full-time addition to the show, I said, okay, you know what? Him being a full-time addition to the show, I like that because he can bring a lot of knowledge and experience to the show about topics that's being discussed, right? They was talking about something, going to court or something. And he said, oh yeah, that motion, the individual has to file a 223 motion and so on and so forth. By him having a in-depth prison and street background, he can have an opinion that maybe an individual like Lush is not gonna have. An individual like this young cat with the blue hat on. An individual like Flacco. Dudes who just get up on there and they talking out the side of their ass, Even though the new dude, I haven't seen him much, Moose Man, while he seems pretty intelligent and educated, some of these discussions that they have, you need to have an in-depth street and prison background to really break these situations down and give an educated opinion, right? And J Hood definitely has that. But if I'm gonna keep it 100 like I always do, man, J Hood has a lot of maturing to do, right? And when he first got out, I did a video, right? And I was telling him, I mentioned him in the video or something. I was saying, hey, J Hood, you can't get caught up in this YouTube stuff, right? And I mentioned that because a lot of times when I would watch some of his videos when he was still incarcerated, on certain days he would do positive stuff. Then other days, maybe somebody would mention him and he would get caught up in this back and forth bickering, right? And if you was not able to contain yourself from being caught up in that stuff when you was incarcerated, you have more access to that stuff when you're free. It's easier to get caught up in that stuff when you're free, man. And so, just getting caught up back and forth, doing this, doing that, it's not going to turn out well for an individual who already has an extensive violent history like J Hood. You know what I'm not saying that he gonna fist to go out and do something to anybody violent, but what I'm saying is by him even having that history, you can't afford to get caught out there fighting on the street, so on and so forth, right? And so it just, and then by him not being able to manage his temper, dude is not gonna last long, man, podcasting or doing nothing else if he's not able to reel in any of that stuff quick. Well, let's get back to it, man.
Oh wait.
What the fuck, yo,
Yeah, that shit.
yo, hold
They're
on.
gonna.
They about to go.
I mean, maybe it's like somebody should go watch so they could kind of tell us what happens.
it
or
ain't no
whatever.
breaking
Yo,
that up.
people think it's a play. That was
Nah,
not
they might think that shit.
What the? Hey, y'all screen. Make sure y'all screen record that shit, bro.
Are they really gonna go do that in the parking lot?
Yo.
And see, right now, I think this video is at the 404 mark. It goes on all the way to the end, right? Let me fast forward some. They never come back. When I say they, I'm talking about Spoety Face and J Hood. They go out there and they walk off, and I guess they end up doing whatever they done, right? But it's situations like this, man, is not going to end well, right? When you're an individual like J Hood, right? I mean, J Hood, according to himself and a lot of other individuals, he definitely has a well-known reputation. He was regulating, doing his thing in that LA County jail. And so when you're doing stuff like that, especially as anybody, but especially as a gang member, you will sometimes do get caught up and believe in your own hype, right? And so you start to feel that you are owed a certain amount of respect because of your reputation. And you know that you a blitz person and you got hands and so on and so forth. But that's the same type of ego that can lead you right back to where your freedom is lost, right? And so this is what I'm talking about when I say J Hood has a lot of maturing that he needs to do. And it's time to be stand on man time. It's cool for Wack to be your partner, for you to love Wack, for you to have Wack's back in the event Wack is jumped and stuff like that. But if a dude just saying stuff about Wack, especially on a podcast, when Wack is in the business of podcasting, you can't be ready to fight and get cracking behind every situation like that, man. So that's why I say, man, in terms of freedom, he's not long for this world, man. This dude is not taking his freedom seriously, right? And so, hopefully, man, this situation gets better before it gets worse. But who knows, man? But listen, man, like I tell you guys, I have another channel. I haven't been uploading on it regularly, and I need to get back to it. It's called No Chill for Real, man. So this is the stuff I'm gonna be doing on my No Chill for Real channel, stuff unrelated to prison. So if you have not subscribed and you are not tapped into the channel, go check out the channel, man. No Chill for Real. I'm gonna leave a link to the channel in the descriptions, man. So anyway, man, this is your boy No Chill for Real. I'm not your doctor and I don't care how you feel. Until the next episode, respect the code.